Hello and welcome. In this short video, we're going to walk through one possible way to approach the story mode example. Basically, Campus Security downloaded a server log file and needs our help to analyze it. Here's the log file. We have computer ID, file size, file count, free disk space, and free memory. Campus Security also gave us some lookup tables. So we have school ID, school name, dean, device, building, and room. All right. And it looks like Campus Security is asking for the school name that has the most computers, a room, and a building. And before we jump right in, what I try to model this after is after sort of a real life scenario, which means, we get an assignment and the person is asking us for some specific information, but they're not telling us how to get it, right? They're not telling us use VLOOKUP, use index, use match. Because the same thing with story mode. This is the information I need. It's up to you to apply whatever things you've learned to get this information. So what school has the most computers? School name. Okay, so we have computer ID, file size. We don't see any computer name in here, but we do see some Campus Security notes. So the computer ID column, so this column, is actually made up of a school ID dash device ID. Okay, so the school ID would be 122. The device ID would be 969.728, and here we have the lookup to get the school name. So again, it's up to you how you want to approach this. There's many ways to accomplish this in Excel, of course. What we're going to do here is just use flash fill. So if you haven't used that before, what you do is you give it the first example. So I'm going to give it 122, and it's going to try to analyze this data and extend this pattern down. So we just go to Data, Flash Fill, and we got it. And we might as well get device ID while we're here, which is 969.728, and let's just flash fill that down. And then the other thing we needed was school name. Of course, here's the lookup table for that. Again, this is Excel. Again, many ways to do it. Here we're just going to use a VLOOKUP. So we have school name, and here we're going to do equals VLOOKUP. We're going to go find the school ID over in this table. Comma, return the value from the 1-2 second column, and 0 for exact match, close function, and enter, and now we got it. All right. So which school has the most computers? So this is a list of computers, so we really need to count the rows and group them by school ID. So many ways to accomplish this. What we're going to do is a pivot table, insert pivot table, and we're going to put it on a new worksheet. And so we want school name, and we want really the count of really any of these fields, but we're going to go with the count of computer ID. The total is 9046, and let's actually just make sure that looks good. So we're going to go with table and total row, 9046. Okay, so it looks like our total is correct, 9046. Now let's just sort it descending. So the one with the most is natural sciences. So here we'd go with something like natural sciences. All right, so the next one. Identify the computer with the most files on it and tell us which room it's in. Okay, so the computer with the most files, that's going to be file count column, and we need to know which room. So the room is here, and that is connected with the device ID. So let's go ahead and do another lookup, and we're going to call this room, and this is going to be a VLOOKUP. We're going to go look up this device ID, comma, over in this lookup table, comma, return the value from the 1-2 3/3 column, and 0 for exact match, close function, and enter. Now we have the room ID, so I think all we need to do here is go with, let's see, what are we looking for? Most files on it. All right, so file count, let's sort this largest to smallest, and here we get this one, and that is in room 1305. So we'll just drop over here and write 1305. Okay. Lastly, which building contains the largest total amount of free disk space? Which building contains the largest total amount of free disk space? So it's not an individual system, it's by building. All right, so let's look over here. We need a way to get buildings in here. Here's this building code. So let's go ahead and do another VLOOKUP. Here we're going to go with VLOOKUP. We're going to go find this device ID, comma, over here, comma, return the value from the 1, 2 second column, 0 for exact match, close function, and enter. Now we have buildings, and we're just going to use this pivot table. So I'm going to right click and refresh so that we get those new columns here. And let's just remove school name and computer ID, and what we want is building, and which one was it here? Total amount of free disk space. Total amount of free disk space, that's this one. It's going to sum it, and now we just need to sort, and that is largest, all right? So let's drop over here, and data and sort. So that's going to be room C208. So we drop over here, C208, okay? So that is one possible way to get this information, and I leave it up to you. There are many alternative ways to accomplish this, but that is the basic idea of story mode, right? We're given an assignment, we have to use the things we've learned and we know about Excel to come up with the results, all right? Hey, thanks so much for joining me. Have a great day.
This video is a production of Excel University.